Number 12, Mark Roberts, and number 13, Mark Gregory. The reserve at 14, Gary Sanderson, the reserve at 15, Kevin Canardi. And the referee for this afternoon's game.
Good afternoon, we're at Odsal Stadium in Bradford for the Stones Better Championship game between Bradford Northern and Warrington. The teams for this afternoon's game: Bradford at 1, Martin Potts, 2, Phil Ford, 3, Steve Evans, at 4, Gary Sidebottom, 5, Wayne Race, at 6, Phil Helliwell, 7, Paul Harkin, at 8, Jeff Gratian, at 9, Brian Noble, 10, Brendan Hill, 11, David Hobbs, at 12, Carl Fairbank, and 13, Mal Graham. Substitutes for Bradford are 14, Keith Mumby, 15, Brendan White. Warrington at 1, Brian Johnson, 2, Des Drummond, at 3, Joe Rapati, 4, Ronnie Dwayne, 5, Mark Forster, 6, Paul Bishop, at 7, Keith Holden, 8, Les Boyd, at 9, Mark Roskell, 10, Bob Jackson, 11, Mark Roberts, 12, Alan Rathbone, and 13, Mike Gregory. Substitutes for Warrington are 14, Gary Sanderson, 15, Kevin Tamati. Referee for today's game is Mr. Jeff Lindop from Wakefield, about 5 minutes walk really from Bradford. His judges are Mr. Richmond from Oldham and Mr. Johnsfield from Oldham. The two captains are just tossed up in the centre. Les Boyd of Warrington, of course, and it'll be Warrington playing from right to left as we look in this first half. We're situated at the back of the main stand here in Bradford, and it'll be Paul Bishop who'll get the game underway. Warrington playing their change strip, blue with the yellow and white V, blue shorts. Bradford in their usual white, red and amber, and it'll be Paul Bishop, the Warrington standoff, who gets this Stones Better Championship game between Bradford Northern and Warrington underway. A lofted kick, it's safely taken by Fairbank. He immediately hands it on to Sidebottom. He's charged down. Mike Gregory nearly had it. But a knock on and dangerous play there from Bradford in the opening seconds of the game. Kick charged down, nearly fell to Mike Gregory. So the first scrum of the game in the opening seconds, just inside the Bradford 25. Paul Harkin puts the ball in, Bradford in possession. Ford comes in from the wing, hands it on to Elliot intercepts. Here's a chance for Dwayne in the opening seconds. Well, it's kicked away by Phil Ford. Well, Warrington there, terrible play from the Phil Helliwell, dropped the ball. Warrington quick to capitalise, and it was Roy Dwayne who nearly scored. And it's a tap from the Bradford 25. Brian Noble will take it. Looks as if it may have been a drop, as Bradford did kick the ball away. And here he is, the old campaigner Jeff Gratian, charging out to his own 25. Makes about 10 yards before he's brought down. Noble sends it on this near side to Brendan White. He's charging forward. Good driving run from Brendan White. He was a star for Bradford in that Challenge Cup game back at Witherspool earlier on the season. Harkin, but referee Lindop judging Alan Rathbone to be offside over on that far side. So the kick taken by Martin Potts, and he puts the ball safely into touch over on that far side. Noble goes to take the second part of the penalty. Noble taps it onto Harkin. Gratian tries to go through himself, well caught by Mark Roberts and Alan Rathbone. Gratian held up in the tackle, doesn't like it. Noble goes himself on to play the ball across field. Good tackle from Roskell, assisted by Rathbone and Mike Gregory. Harkin, acting halfback, sends it on this near side to Jeff Gratian. He's trying to charge his way forward. Harkin tries a kick for touch. It's a good one from Harkin, and that bounces into touch 10 yards from the Warrington line. Paul Harkin signed a fortnight ago from Hull Kingston Rovers. Has had a spell with Bradford before when he was signed from Wakefield. And that kick from Paul Harkin results in a scrum down 10 yards from the Warrington line. Keith Holden puts the ball in for Warrington. Ball gets stuck, Holden dives in for it. And penalty goes the way of Bradford Northern. Handed out of the scrum signifies Mr. Lindop. So Bradford have a chance here to put the opening points on the board. Harkin puts the ball back to gain more yardage. Noble then to take it just inside the Warrington 25. Noble taps it, set move here. Gratian comes on this near side. Brendan Hill. Hill's well tackled, just manages to keep in play on this near side. Noble once more, sends it out to Gratian. Gratian brings in Hobbs. Hobbs can't make much ground. Another recent signing, this time from Oldham, which saw Ian Sherritt go over the Pennines. And referee, as can be expected when he's just 10 minutes walk from Bradford, Mr. Lindop gives another penalty to Bradford. Fully enough, it's right in front of the posts, which gives Martin Potts an easy chance to put 2 points over. So Martin Potts, full-back this afternoon, in place of the regular Keith Bumby. And no Teddy Holmes. His spell at Loose Fall comes to an end after a knee injury, which rules him out today. So Martin Potts puts the ball down slanting towards the post, Australian style. Martin Potts then, up he comes, and he strikes it wide. Terrible kick from Potts. Well, what a missed opportunity there, right in front of the post. He slices it terribly wide. So, drop out from the Warrington 25, Paul Bishop, left-footed. It will come, and the referee gives offside. Well, he saw Martin Potts miss that one, so he wants to give him another chance. Well, referee there felt a bit sorry surely for Martin Potts. He missed it right in front of the post, so he decides to give him a second chance. So, Mr. Lindop, I think that's about 4 penalties to 1 in the opening 5 minutes, go the way of Bradford Northern. So, Potts, second chance. Once again, right in front of the post, this time 25 yards out. Once again, places the more Australian style. That was the downfall of him last time. Came off the edge of his boots and went wide. So Potts, second chance in quick succession. Comes up. And this time, he makes no mistake. Bradford Northern 2, Warrington 0. With coming up to 6 minutes gone on the clock, Bradford Northern 2, Warrington 0, a goal from fullback Martin Potts. Paul Bishop then restarts, high floated one, taken by David Hobbs. Hobbs drives forward, he drives to his own 25-yard line before he's brought down by Mark Roberts and Alan Rathbone. Noble this time, good tackle comes in from Boyd there on Carl Fairbank. Bradford lose about 10 yards. Good tackle there from Boyd. Noble this time, short one. Brendan Hill. Once again, it's Noble out to Gratian. Gratian turns, gets the ball away. But Warrington were quick to see it. Harkin sends it across to Hobbs. Hobbs kicks downfield. Des Drummond takes it safely, and Warrington in possession for the first time this afternoon as Drummond gets away from one tackle, feeds Johnson. Johnson now on this near side. Oh, lovely pass from Holden to Johnson. Back to Foster. Foster cuts inside. This is nice play. Foster still going. And Warrington there, the first touch of the ball, take play just inside the Bradford half. Lovely pass there from Keith Holden. This time it's Boyd driving forward. Takes 3 Bradford players to bring him down. Bradford miles offside, referee doesn't bother this time. Rathbone driving down the centre of the field. He's pushed back this time by Fairbank and Noble. Harkin also in the tackle. Roskell right with Holden. Holden brings in Roberts. Roberts straightens up. Mark Roskell once more sends it right with Keith Holden. Holden slip pass onto Jackson. Gets out of one tackle, gets back up once more. This time he's stopped by Harkin. Assisted by Gratian. 6th tackle there for Warrington. Goes on to Bishop. Bishop kicks across field. It's a nice one. Reparty's after it. Phil Ford though takes it safely. Skips out of one tackle. Ford now on this near side. Phil Ford charging forward. Cuts inside. Finally stopped by Les Boyd. Good run though by Ford. makes it to the halfway line. This time it's Harkin. Harkin, nice one out to David Hobbs. Hobbs gets away from one tackle, back to Noble. Noble going down the centre of the field. Good tackle from Alan Rathbone. Bradford's turn to attack this time. Noble sends it on to Brendan Hill. But Brendan Hill's well tackled this time. Mike Gregory it was. But Bradford still playing it about, running around, move between Gratian and Harkin. But it was well spotted by Mark Roberts and Mike Gregory. Sets it to himself, does Paul Harkin once again. It's another good kick. Bounces into touch, midway inside the 25 once more. That's his second telling kick of the game. With 9 minutes gone and Bradford leading 2 points to 0. Well, the putting seems to have gone to Bradford when Harkin did put the kick, goes into the second row. Why doesn't the referee penalise him, just wants it to be put in again? Well, sure that should be a Warrington put-in, as Bradford did kick the ball to touch, but as it is, Paul Harkin puts the ball in, once again into the second row, goes back to Phil Ford. Ford goes across field, good tackle from Paul Bishop and Mike Gregory. But once again, Bradford just inside the 25 can launch an attack. Mal Graham, Helliwell, Phil Helliwell in for the injured John Woods. Potts sends it left, charging forwards Fairbank. Bradford still in a promising position, midway inside the 25. Goes on the blind side over on that far side to David Hobbs. He can't get the ball away though, ball well smothered by Mike Gregory and Alan Rathbone. Noble acting halfback, sends it on to Gratian. Boyd was quickly up, Gratian gets the ball away, good tackle there from Dwayne. Lovely tackle from Dwayne, just caught the Bradford player. Steve Evans is going through, sixth tackle. Harkin tries to drop goal, and it's through from Paul Harkin. Bradford Northern 3, Warrington 0.
The drop goes from Northern at number 7, Paul Harkin.
Bradford Northern 3, Warrington 0. Penalty goal from Martin Potts and a drop goal by Paul Harkin. With just over 10 minutes gone, Bishop restarts. And that's a good kick, Hobbs let it go, and it's just put back from Hobbs to Ford. Ford faced and going across field, Ford going, still going. Good tackle from Mark Roskell. Good tackle there in front of the Bradford post from Roskell. Martin Potts trying to drive out of his own 25, doesn't make much ground. Brian Noble then, on to Brendan Hill. He's well covered, 3 Warrington forwards, Mike Gregory, Mark Roberts and Alan Rathbone all in the tackle. Noble, out to Gratian. Gratian, once again, looking to unload the ball to Mal Graham on his left-hand side. This time the ball was well smothered by Mike Gregory. Kick will come in here, no, David Hobbs tries to drive himself. And that's the 6th tackle for Bradford, just inside their own 25. Harkin kicks right down the centre of the field. Brian Johnson's underneath it, and Brian Johnson takes it safely, has it on to Des Drummond. Drummond now straightens up, head down. He's caught by Helliwell. Roskell this time on this near side to Holden. Holden moves forward himself onto Bishop. Bishop waits for Johnson. Johnson powering down this near touchline. Johnson still going. Did well to keep in touch there. Finally stopped by Ford. This time it's Holden to Bishop. And finally the referee decides that he sees a Bradford player offside. So on that far side, Gary Sidebottom. So, chance here for Warrington to pull 2 points back. Paul Bishop, just outside the 25, right in front of the posts. So Bishop comes up, strikes it well, and strikes it safely through from Paul Bishop. Bradford Northern 3, Warrington 2. And Warrington have their first points on the board. Penalty goal from Warrington number 6, Paul Bishop. So Bradford to restart this time in the shape of Paul Harkin. Harkin then along the floor, straight down the centre of the field. Mike Gregory comes for it, traps it with his foot and picks it up safely, and he drives forward. He tries to just short his own 25-yard line before he's stopped by Mal Graham. Roskill, short one to Rathbone. Rathbone turns, and Bob Jackson did well to take that one out to Dwayne. It's intercepted now by Helliwell. Holden tackles in with Roskill. Bradford back in possession, in a dangerous position as far as Warrington are concerned. Hobbs, Harkin, long pass. Graham sends it back, Potts. Good tackle though. He's still going. And finally pushed back. Bradford lose ground. Noble this time left with Harkin. Floated pass, well taken by side bottom. Danger here, it's out to Wayne Race. Good tackle on that far side by Des Drummond. Wayne Race there, look for the opening. He nearly found it from the pass from side bottom, but it was a good cover tackle coming in from Des Drummond. And that results in a scrum down, midway inside the Warrington 25. And an injury already.
The substitute
Keith Mumby will come on.
Keith Mumby replacing number 3, Steve Evans.
So Keith Mumby, an early entrance into the game. His knee heavily strapped as Bradford win possession. Helliwell looking for a gap himself, moving forward. And once again, Bradford have 5 tackles now inside the Warrington 25. Comes on this near side to Fairbank. He gets away from one tackle. Fairbank stopped inches from the Warrington line. Great charging run there. Goes left with Harkin. Harkin out, it goes to Helliwell. He's well tackled by Bob Jackson. And after that great run from Fairbank, Bradford lose ground. Noble sends it left. Gratian gives the dummy. He's finally put to the floor. Side bottom this time to Harkin. Harkin brings in Mal Graham. Graham though was well tackled, Mike Gregory and Mark Roberts. Noble short one to Brendan Hill. How many tackles are Bradford having at the moment as Harkin tries another drop goal. This time it goes wide of the target. So the score remains Bradford Northern 3, Warrington 2. Warrington have a tap. Holden run around with Bishop, brings in Rathbone. Rathbone just couldn't get the ball away to Johnson, who's coming up on his left hand side. Holden once again on the short side. Mark Roberts, trip by Mumby. Referee lets it go. Roskill to Holden, brings in Boyd. Boyd gets the ball away. In fact, it was punched out of his hands by Brendan Hill. And that's a scrum down. Harkin then puts the ball in. Bradford in possession. Ford juggles with it. Good tackle from Paul Bishop. And the referee wants a word with Keith Holden. Came in with a knee, says the referee. And once again, the umpteenth time already in this first half, Bradford get another penalty. So the kick put into touch by Potts, sets Bradford up on the attack once more. Noble will take it. Harkin. Gratian looks to go through himself, gets the ball into Hobbs. Hobbs still going, brought down on the Warrington 25-yard line. Hobbs plays it to Noble, he swings it out to Harkin. Harkin brings in Fairbank. Fairbank's well covered though by Mike Gregory and Dwayne. Finally brought to the floor. Harkin once again goes left with Brendan Hill. He's driving forward once more. Another good charging run from Brendan Hill. Takes play to just inside the Warrington 25. Graham sends it out. Harkin, little side step from him, caught though by Holden. Noble once more sends it on this near side. Gratian passes it out. Helliwell. It's a pass and it's a chance here for Potts. He cuts back inside. Potts inside to Ford. Ford lost for support. Finally brought down. 6 more tackles for Bradford. Phil Helliwell on to David Hobbs. Hobbs though is going backwards, he's going nowhere on that play. Noble drops it, knock on, scrum down. So, a little over 18 minutes gone, still we await the first try. Bradford Northern leading 3-2. As Keith Holden prepares to put the ball in, and finally the referee decides to give Warrington something in this game. Gives them a penalty for the infringement in the scrum. Bishop then. And left-footed, he puts the ball safe into touch. Mark Roskell goes to take the second part of the penalty. It's on to Rathbone, Rathbone charging forward. He's caught by Noble. This time it's Boyd, receives it from Roskell. 3 Bradford players there to meet him. Roskell once more. Gregory took it well, took it on his knees. Roskell once more. Going picked up by Ronnie Dwayne. He drives forward himself, turns. He's brought down finally by side bottom and Mumby. Roskell, Bishop, Holden. And that's a loose ball, and that's a knock on, and Bradford regain possession. Noble on this near side, Mumby. Mumby's well tackled. Noble once more, Gratian brings in Brendan Hill. Once again it's Noble, sends it left with Paul Harkin. Harkin finds the gap, then goes for it, but it was well caught by Bob Jackson. Goes left with Jeff Gratian. Gratian moving forward, turns, looking to get the ball away. But Warrington looking to smother the ball and do. 3 players round Jeff Gratian, 6 tackle. Noble sends it on that side to Harkin. And once again, another good kick from Paul Harkin. Some good tactical kicking coming in from the Bradford number 7. So another scrum down, 10 yards outside of the Warrington 25. Warrington in this first half so far haven't really made much ground into the Bradford 25, but here's Keith Holden moving forward out to Drummond, goes behind him, goes into the hands of Mike Gregory, and he finally makes it to the halfway line before he's brought down. This time it's Boyd. Another injury to a Bradford player over on that far side. Holden this time to Rathbone. Rathbone driving down the centre of the field. Good tackle this time comes in from Brendan Hill. Roskell this time sends it right. Bob Jackson. 3 Bradford players around him to bring him down. Roskell once more to Holden. Holden to Bishop, run around with Holden, brings in Rapati. Rapati now charging full, gets away from 2 tackles, gets away from 3. And a forward pass anyway as Brian Johnson was going through. But a lovely break there from Warrington's Joe Rapati. Skipped out of 3 tackles. Looking to get the ball away to Brian Johnson. Ball was dropped, but luckily for Brian Johnson it was a forward pass anyway. So Harkin puts the ball in. Once again Bradford in possession. Harkin looking for a gap himself. He's caught by Mike Gregory. Helliwell to David Hobbs. Hobbs makes a couple of yards, he's brought down. Helliwell looking for a gap, well covered though, Mark Roskell. Short one onto Hill. He makes about 5 to 6 yards before he's stopped. Noble. Goal, good run there from Mal Graham. Ball, is it lost in the tackle or Bradford still in possession? Yeah, Bradford still in possession. And the referee going to have a word. And it looks like somebody going into the referee's notebook for an instant in the tackle. Kicking out in the tackle, so Paul Bishop a chance here to put Bradford under some pressure as he puts that kick into touch over on that far side, just inside the Bradford Northern 25. Bishop takes it and offside against Bradford. Referee spotted it well, and Paul Bishop will go for goal and try and put Warrington in front for the first time this afternoon. So Paul Bishop, 1 out of 1, has a chance here to put Warrington in front. So over on that far side, Warrington right as we look, he strikes it well. The linesmen, don't lose sure these linesmen look at each other and then they decide, look at each other and decide yes or no. Especially this one on the near side with the bald head and the yellow flag. So, drop out from Keith Mumby, hits Paul Bishop on the chest, takes it safely, and the referee gives a knock on. Paul Bishop can't believe it, I'm sure half the crowd here can't believe it. Well, the ball bounced up, hit Paul Bishop on the chest, and the referee, who was a good 30 yards away, said he knocked it on. Didn't even bother to consult his linesman. Harkin then puts the ball in, Warrington in possession, Holdham goes blindside, still Keith Holden moving forward, feeds it to Rapati, knocks off one man. Warrington in possession, just inside the Bradford Northern half of the field. Mike Gregory, on to Boyd, Boyd driving forward. 3 Bradford players in the tackle. Roskell, and what's he give this time? He's given a knock on. So another scrum down with 15 minutes left in this half. Halliwell, and he finds a gap, does Halliwell. Get to the halfway line before he stops by Rathbone and Bob Jackson. Noble on this near side, Harkin out to Mumby. Mumby always well tackled by Paul Bishop. Ronnie Dwayne, Noble, David Hobbs, head first he goes in. Good tackle from Mike Gregory. Noble, this time it's Brendan Hill driving in. Good driving run from Hill, makes good ground. Noble this time sends it on to Harkin. Fairbank. 6 tackle then for Bradford, midway inside the Warrington half. Noble to Harkin once again with the little kick. Bishop was covering this side, good play there from Bishop. Notice Foster was out of position. Good pass there onto Johnson, looking for a gap, just caught low. Boyd goes himself, throws the ball back, well taken by Alan Rathbone, he goes right. Straightens up and finally caught. Roskell onto Holden, goes himself. Once again it's Roskell, Bob Jackson once again driving forward. Got away from 2 Bradford tacklers before he's brought down by Brian Noble. Goes back to Paul Bishop. Kicks downfield on this near side, it's a good kick. Forwards after it, looks a little bit slow, but finally kicks it in play. Tries a kick through himself, but Alan Rathbone well. And he's given a free kick to Bradford Northern. So, another penalty to Bradford Northern. So, strange decision, but nevertheless Bradford had the penalty when Warrington had possession, and it was Silford's own fault. He chipped over and Rathbone had it, dived on it, and then was penalised, I think, for not getting up quick enough to play it. As it is, it's David Hobbs moving forward, he finds a gap, Hobbs now charging forward, forward pass, referee lets it go, next over on that far side. Oh, blatant forward pass. Referee lets it go. And Bradford in possession midway inside the 25 over on that far side. Wayne Race, Harkin, Mumby. Halliwell had to stop. There's too many hands. Got Brendan Hill. He's stopped by Alan Rathbone. Halliwell sends it left with Harkin. Obstruction as Hobbs moves forward. Hobbs still going. Let's get the ball away and does to Harkin. Harkin was well tackled by Roscoe, but another obstruction. He's letting a lot go. He's let Mr. Lindop here. All this has come about that penalty. 6th tackle, kick across field. Brian Johnson, and he was took. He didn't even have the ball. He didn't have the ball. He was tackled. He didn't even have the ball. So attack from the 25, Alan Rathbone wants to get on with it and taps it quickly. Goes himself, moves forward, looks for a gap and finds it. Good roll there from Rathbone, he got on with it as quick. He's been lied upon and the referee doesn't bother. Hooray! He finally decides to penalise him. So Jeff Gratian, after about the referee trying to get the benefit of the doubt, didn't, and wanted to have the penalty. The ball's put safe into touch by Paul Bishop. Roscoe takes the second part of the penalty, taps it onto Boyd. Boyd drives forward. He's brought down over on that far side. Roscoe, Jackson head first, driving forward. It's Bradford Northern 3, Warrington 2. Roscoe sends it right with Holden. Nice pass there. Mark Roberts gets away from one tackle, makes it just short of the Bradford Northern 25. 10 minutes left in the half. Roscoe on to Holden, to Bishop. Messes out Rathbone, brings in Rapati. Gets away from one tackle, he's still going. Gets up quickly. Holden gives a nice dummy, moves forward, brings in Mike Gregory, out to Boyd. Roberts plays a good tackle there on Mark Roberts. By David Hobbs, 6th tackle. Jackson chips it through himself and follows it. He's after it, forces Potts to pick it up. Just gets away there, but Des Drummond covers to bring him down. Good kick there from Jackson, but deceiving there. Looks as if it was going to go dead, but he forced Potts to pick it up. Good driving run out of defence by David Hobbs. Noble. Harkin then goes himself on to play the ball. Sends it out left with David Hobbs. He turns back to Harkin. Roscoe was quickly up though to bring him down. Jeff Gratian turns. Noble, nice ball. Harkin kicks downfield. Brian Johnson comes for it. Traps it, goes under his foot. But he should pick it up safely. Brian Johnson then. And he's caught finally by Gary Sidebottom. Foster goes himself, moving forward, takes place just inside the Bradford half. Roscoe this time sends it out left with Paul Bishop, swings it out to Holden. Holden now moves forward, turns it back inside to Mike Gregory. Lovely ball. Mike Gregory now moving forward, gets past Potts. Good move there. Finally, it was a cover tackle coming in from Brendan Hill. Warrington all in the attack with Paul Bishop. Bishop on to Holden. Holden now feeds Ronnie Dwayne. Dwayne, he gets away from one tackle, gets away from another. Finally brought down on the Bradford Northern 25. Foster this time goes the acting halfback. He sends it right with Holden. Holden going across field. Nice positive pass to Mark Roberts. Roberts, nice pass onto Rapati. Rapati's charging forward, hands off one man. Gets away to Boyd, onto Drummond. Drummond though just in touch. But nice play there from Warrington, swinging it across the line. I found it was Des Drummond who was just pushed into touch, which results in the scrum down midway inside the Bradford Northern 25. Harky puts the ball in, didn't retire up, but Bradford in possession. Halliwell is caught by Bishop, and in comes Holden to finish the tackle. Mal Graham. Brian Noble sends it out left. It was well taken by David Hobbs. Brendan Hill this time, but Warrington tackling well at the moment. Bradford got 2 tackles left. Goes back to David Hobbs. He kicks downfield. And that goes straight into touch. And that's ball back for the scrum down inside the Bradford Northern 25. An important scrum here with about 6.5 minutes to go in this first half. Still we wait the first try. Bradford leading with a goal from Potts and a drop goal from Harkin to a Paul Bishop goal. 3-2 Bradford lead. But Warrington here have head and ball. And it's in, Holding has it, Holding now to Bishop. Bishop cuts inside, just caught though, but Warrington now, chance to launch an attack. Rapati hands it on to Rathbone, Rathbone to Mike Gregory. Rathbone goes himself, turns, just caught though by Fairbank. Holden gives a dummy, looks for a gap himself, onto Boyd. Boyd just couldn't get the ball to Dwayne, and in fact the ball goes loose. It's picked up by Martin Potts. Noble then goes out to his own 25 before he's brought down. Mark Roberts, that's a knock on. Surely it was a knock on, and the referee doesn't even bother to look. This time it's Jeff Gratian. He was well tackled by Alan Rathbone. Noble. And the referee there certainly playing to the crowd, giving offside over on that far side against Keith Holden. So Martin Potts, right-footed, and he makes no mistake, puts the ball over on that far side. For the second part of the penalty was taken by Brian Noble. Noble taps it to Harkin. Harkin looking for players. Finally finds David Hobbs, and Hobbs finds a gap now. Hobbs is away, he's driving forward. Good run from David Hobbs, makes it to the Warrington 25 before he's stopped. Sets Bradford up on the attack once more with Harkin. Harkin sends it out left. Jeff Gratian will always quickly policed and brought down. Into the last 5 minutes of the first half. Bradford on the attack, Harkin. Brendan Hill gets out of one tackle, Hill still going. Gets the ball away, it's loose, Warrington have it. Warrington have the ball, thanks to a loose pass there. 10 yards from their own line, Des Drummond driving out. He makes a couple of yards before he stopped. Bishop, Rathbone. Mark Roskell this time to Bob Jackson, he's head first driving through. And the ball yanked out to his hands, which gives Warrington the penalty. So Bishop, and left footed, good kick from Paul Bishop. Roskell taps it to Boyd, juggles with it, turns, still going, finally brought down just inside the Bradford Northern half of the field. Bradford a mile offside as Rathbone takes it. And penalty goes the way of Warrington. Something must have reached referee's attention. Warrington will make a substitution here. Mark Roberts will leave the field as Warrington in a good position here on the 25. And Mark Roberts goes down the tunnel, looks like an injury, and Gary Sanderson comes on at the end of this first half as Bishop taps it to Bob Jackson. Jackson moves down. So about 3 minutes to go. Can Warrington get the first try on the board? Nice move there, goes on that far side to Mike Gregory. Mike Gregory though was just caught, but Warrington still on the attack midway inside the Bradford Northern 25. Roskell this time. This time it's Bob Jackson, gets away from one tackle, 10 yards now from the Bradford line. Warrington on the attack. Roskell's acting halfback, sends it down to Holden. Bishop run around with Holden, switches it back to Boyd. Boyd gets away from one tackle, gets the ball into a party. He's driving forward, he's just stopped inches short. He's just stopped inches short. Roskell this time to Bishop. Bishop out to Sanderson, first touch. Gets the ball away, nice ball. But the pass is intercepted now by Phil Ford. Phil Ford moving forward. Good tackle from Mark Roskell from behind. Good tackle from Roskell there, covering back. Harkin this time. Hill's finally caught. Noble, as Kevin Tamati looks to be stripping off on the bench. And the ball's away now. Phil Helliwell though, no trouble for Gary Sanderson. Noble to Keith Mumby. Mumby, good tackle from Paul Bishop. So, minute and a half left as Helliwell, oh, crunching tackle there. Crunching tackle from Bob Jackson. 6th tackle then. Harkin, mile forward as it's taken by Ford. He dribbles it into touch. So a scrum down in the closing minutes of the first half. Very tight, close first half. 2 good defences. And it's Bradford 3, Warrington 2. Ball goes in. Holden dives on it and Warrington in possession in the final minute of the first half. Can they get a score just before half time? Goes on to Mike Gregory. Gregory now moving forward. Looking to get the ball away to Matt Foster, but can't. Closing seconds now. Rathbone. Roskell. Holden to Bishop. Brings in Dwayne. Dwayne straightens up. Bradford tried to pinch the ball, but unsuccessful. Roskell to Bishop. Bishop brings in Sanderson. 6th tackle then for Warrington. Bishop, high kick, Foster's after it, so's Dwayne, the ball goes loose, Foster knocks it back to Boyd, Boyd now moving forward, gets the ball away to Dwayne, up to Roskell, is this his first try? Yes it is! Mark Roskell, yes, great try! And Mark Roskell scores his first try in the Warrington colours.
The try scored for Warrington, number 9.
Right on half time. And Mark Roskell crosses the Bradford line with just moving into injury time. It was the high kick, Potts missed it, Boyd had it, Dwayne had it, and it was a lovely pass. Roskell took it well, beat off the challenge of Keith Mumby. And it's a good try from the Warrington hooker, Matt Roskell, his first for Warrington. So Bishop then, left-footed, no trouble at all. And there goes the half-time hooter. And Warrington go in at the interval thanks to a late try from Matt Roskell. They go in leading by 8 points to 3. Try from Matt Roskell, 2 goals from Paul Bishop. Bradford, a goal from Martin Potts, a drop goal from Paul Harkin. So half-time here at Odsall is Warrington 8, Bradford Northern 3. The second half, Warrington leading by 8 points to 3 thanks to that late first half try from Mark Roskell. Well, Warrington of course unbeaten in Yorkshire this season when he played Castleford, Leeds, Halifax, Featherstone, all good victories, and they're hoping to go through Yorkshire unbeaten this afternoon here at Bradford. Bradford with clean shirts on in the second half. Don't notice Kevin Tamati's not come on the Warrington side, so it's the same 13 that finished the first. Bradford can't see, doesn't look like if they've made any substitutes either.
Ian, running now.
So it'll be Bradford who'll get this second half off, playing from right to left this time. And Harkin restarts. Warrington 8, Bradford 3. Safely taken in that far corner by Mark Foster. He moves forward. He's stopped by Mal Graham. So, try scorer Mark Roskell onto Alan Rathbone. Gets away from a fist from Halliwell. Halliwell goes back in, but the referee was watching this time. Roskell onto Keith Holden. Holden now moving forward. Feeds it to Jackson. Jackson clears his own 25-yard line before he's stopped by David Hobbs and Brian Noble. Then won't let him get up. Boyd. Bradford though were offside. Didn't get much room for Les Boyd to move. Goes on to Bishop. Bishop kicks downfield into the hands of Keith Mumby. Mumby though well tackled by Gary Sanderson. Harkin sends it outright. Potts hands off one man, but quickly back is Gary Sanderson. Assisted there by Ronnie Dwayne and Alan Rathbone. Harkin, Brendan Hill moves forward, but it's a good tackle there from Bob Jackson. And Mark Roskell. Noble, Harkin, Fairbank, looking to get the ball away. Roskell was moving up well, and Keith Holden and Mike Gregory do well to smother the ball. On this near side to David Hobbs, thinks about kicking, turns, ball goes loose, intercepted by Mark Roskell. Good interception there by Roskell, then he got it last time, he got it there. Warrington back in possession, Mike Gregory to Holden. Johnson's linking up, doesn't receive it though. Sanderson, gets away from one tackle, just couldn't get the ball away to Brian Johnson. This time it's Rathbone goes himself, moves forward. He'd like to score, no doubt, on his old club's home patches. Holden moves it out, well taken by Mike Gregory. Gregory brings in Rapati. Rapati's all caught by side bottom. And David Hobbs. Roskell out left with Holden. Holden to Bishop. Bishop stops, swings it back right with Boyd. Boyd once again just knocks off one man, still going, he's still going. Finally has to be brought down by Graham. 6 tackle then for Warrington, about 10 yards outside the 25. Goes back to Bishop, he kicks across field. Safely taken by Mumby, Foster offside. That Foster wasn't the full 5 yards away, so Bradford have the penalty. Well, stopping about with kickers. This time it's Potts. One time it'll be Mumby, one time it'll be Hobbs, but it's Potts that time. He puts it into touch. Noble then takes the second part of the penalty, hands it on to Jeff Gratian. Gratian, though, he's well hammered by Les Boyd. Brian Noble once more to Paul Harkin. Harkin brings in Brendan Hill. Good tackle from Gary Sanderson. Assisted there by Mark Roskell. Harkin. Fairbank. Turns, gets away for a couple of tackles, does Carl Fairbank. He's moving forward. Good run from Fairbank. Looks for support. He finds it from Helliwell. Helliwell though runs into Brian Johnson. Johnson brings him down with the assistance of Desi Drummond. Good break though from Fairbank. Noble sends it out right with Harkin. Floated pass, well taken by David Hobbs. Hobbs though is well tackled over on that far side by Bob Jackson. Harkin tries a little grubber kick. Puts it safely into touch. Ball has come down. So 4 minutes gone of this second half. Scrum down just inside the Warrington 25. The ball goes in, it's going to come out to Warrington. Referee's not satisfied, the scrum will reform and the ball put in again by Keith Holden. Referee not happy, wants the scrum in the correct position. Push them over a couple of yards. Front rows finally meet once more. And a penalty given to Bradford Northern. Harkin wants to get on with things. And this time it's Ford who puts the ball into touch, so chance here for Bradford at the start of this second half to put some points on the board. Don't know how far Mr. Lindett wants to put Warrington back. Set move, goes back right, ball's loose, Warrington have it. Well, Bradford there, they had 6 tackles in a good position and they waste it on the first. And up with the ball comes Les Boyd. Roskell, Rathbone moving forward, good driving run from Rathbone, good driving run. Clears his lines well, clears his own 25. Sanderson this time, Holden on to Mike Gregory. Gregory, he's caught by Mal Graham. Holden from the play the ball, shorten on to Bishop, brings in Dwayne. Dwayne moves in field. Finally caught by David Hobbs. Holden, short side to Jackson. Thinks about passing, finally caught. 6 tackle then for Warrington. Roskell sends it on to Bishop. Bishop kicks. Wayne Race takes it safely. Wayne Race then for Bradford in centre field. He runs straight into Les Boyd. And Wayne Race be a little bit worse for wear for that tackle. Harkin sends it outright. Gratian comes up with the elbow into the face of Mike Gregory, and Wayne Race, he's not got it up from that tackle from Les Boyd yet. He's still down in the centre of the field. That was some tackle which from Boyd on him. And the ball dropped from Fairbank when there was a gap. Roskell has it, throws the ball out. Good ball to Rathbone. Rathbone down the centre of the field, nearly stamped over Wayne Race. The ball yanked out of his hands, yes. Well, Wayne Race still not up to his feet. That was a crunching tackle on him from Boyd, and he felt it. I won't be surprised if he takes a early bath down the tunnel and be substituted. Referee stops the clock with 6 minutes gone. Restarts it. He's not waiting for Wayne Race. Could be there all day. So Paul Bishop a chance here to make good ground here for Warrington. That's a good kick from Paul Bishop. Sets Warrington up on the attack inside the Bradford 25. Mark Foster will take it. Taps it. Tries to drive over himself. Gets away from one tackle. Stopped about 5 yards short of the Bradford Northern line. The other try here would give Warrington breathing space. Roskell to Jackson. Jackson once again stopped a couple of yards short. Roskell. The ball's charged down. Penalty to Warrington. Infuriates the Bradford crowd. Not been very happy all day with Mr. Lindop. So Paul Bishop. Chance here to stretch the margin to 7 points. If he can pop this one over. Well, Warrington in a rearranged game last season in the mud and the rain in a rearranged night match were defeated 16-2. And this season so far they've played twice in the league match back at Willisville. Warrington easily won while Bradford won the cup match, so Warrington going for the double this afternoon over Bradford. A chance here for Paul Bishop. He comes up and goes wide, but Warrington should regain possession because they will have a drop out to Bradford from their own 25-yard line. So this time it's Mumby who'll take it, straight down the centre. Rathbone takes it safely, and Rathbone then looks at the Bradford plays. He drives in, stopped by Hobbs and Mumby. Roskell this time sends it left to Mike Gregory. Roskell on to Gary Sanderson over on that far side. Once again, it's Roskell acting half back to Holden, brings in Bishop, floated past to Dwayne, the ball goes loose, here's the Bradford player again. Fairbank, nice ball to Keith Mumby. Mumby's got space. Good tackle from Alan Rathbone. Bradford then back in possession, just inside their own half. It's on to Gary Sidebottom, but he can't get past Ronnie Dwayne and Alan Rathbone. Noble, right with Harkin. Hobbs. Nice ball to Mal Graham. Mal Graham now gets the ball away. Phil Ford. Ford stops, cuts back inside. Bradford then, Harkin. Brendan White. Somebody what goes for return. Harkin dives on it. So they're back in possession. Noble. Helliwell. Brendan Hill. Looking to get away. 6 tackle then for Bradford. Just outside the Warrington 25. Harkin waits. So does Hobbs. It goes to Harkin. Little kick through. It's a good kick again from Paul Harkin. And that goes in touch. 10 yards from the line for a scrum down. An important scrum with 10 minutes gone. So half an hour to go of the match. It's Bradford Northern 3, Warrington 8. Warrington look to be in possession. Mike Gregory comes up with it. He's immediately tackled by Harkin. This time it's Holden, goes himself from the play of the ball, but slips as he met the Bradford player, which was Cal Fairbank. Rathbone, he goes himself from the play of the ball. Fairbank's in the tackle again with Helliwell. Mark Roskell then sends it out left with Bob Jackson. Jackson head down, moves forward, gets away from one tackle, finally caught by Helliwell. Roskell back to Paul Bishop. Bishop kicks downfield. Mumby takes it safely. Keith Mumby then, faced by a blue wall, tries to charge his way through it. Finds no way past Ronnie Dwayne and Joe Rapati. Martin Potts looks for a gap himself. Rapati's there once more for Warrington. Head down into the mud from Joe Rapati. Noble, Harkin, good ball, crunching tackle. Bob Jackson, good tackle there from Jackson, but Noble now. But Warrington offside. And the referee, whoa, what a load of rubbish there. Talks to Mark Roskell when the Bradford player blatantly ran into him. And the penalty goes the way of Bradford Northern. Martin Potts. That's a good kick, safety first from Martin Potts, and it's Bradford at the start of this second half who are pressuring like they did in the first. Still they want their first try. Gratian. Oh, good tackle there. Noble. Hobbs looks to go through himself. Good tackle comes in from Ronnie Dwayne. And Mark Roskell goes left. Fairbank gets the ball back to Harkin. He's in space now. It's Harkin, switches it back to David Hobbs. But Hobbs is well tackled. But Bradford still pressing in the Warrington 25. Noble a bit slow, but he feeds it on to Brendan Hill. Hill driving for good run here from Hill. He stopped 5 yards short of the Warrington line. Don't know how many tackles Redlinnock's going to give Bradford here. Seems to have had a lot as Harkin chips it through himself. Oh, good play there from Warrington. And up with the ball comes Bob Jackson. In fact, Les Boyd there went down brilliantly as Harkin tried to chip past him. But goalkeeper style Boyd dived down and got the ball safely. Rathbone did well to hold it. 25 minutes to go. Roskell looks for a gap himself, moves forward, makes a couple of yards before he's stopped. Bob Jackson this time. Brings in Boyd, space here now for Johnson. Johnson's powering forward, still Johnson, back inside, juggled Mike Gregory. Will he make it? Mike Gregory still going. Good run for Mike Gregory, great move there from Warrington. Brian Johnson was hit off the ball incidentally, but Warrington now with Holden, out to Boyd. Boyd moves inside, back to Holden. Holden kicks to the corner. It's a dangerous one, side bottoms underneath it, and falls and takes it safely. Put off penalty there, Joe Rapati. Punched off the ball by Brendan White, and now we've got the crybaby Gary Sidebottom who thought he got the free kick. But Warrington have the penalty there. Brendan Hill hammering Joe Rapati, gives Warrington the penalty. Oh, Bradford fans not like it at all, but it was a good decision that, good decision. And that brings the slow hand claps. Don't think Mr. Lindop will be too bothered. I think he's used to it every week. So, Paul Bishop. Chance here now for the 2 points for Warrington. It's on his right side. The best side for a left footer as he comes up. It's safely through, no trouble. Bradford Northern 3, Warrington 10. And Warrington now have the breathing space. With 15 minutes gone. Harkin then restarts. Bradford offside on this near side. Well taken, Mark Foster. Mark Foster then moves forward. And he makes good ground, still driving forward, makes it just short of his own 25-yard line. Mark Roskell this time, hands it on to first receiver Alan Rathbone. Rathbone, he makes a couple of yards before he stopped. Roskell switches it left with Bishop. Bishop out to Les Boyd. Boyd though slips as he tried to unload it to Johnson. Roskell goes himself, makes a couple more yards. Good little run from Roskell. This time the ball goes back to Bishop from Holden. He kicks left-footed across field. Wayne Race. He'll make sure he won't run into Lesboy this time, I'm sure. Good tackle from Alan Rathbone there. Good tackle from Alan Rathbone. Wayne Race trying to beat him for pace, but Rathbone had a good tackle. This time it's Mumby. Mumby trying to go head first. Lesboy's there this time with Bob Jackson. Comes on this near side to Harkin. Nice dummy, finds the gap. Good cover tackle comes in from Joe Rapati on Helliwell. Harkin looking for support. Yes, in touch, Wayne Race. Well spotted by the linesman on this near side. So scrum down just inside the Warrington half. Warrington leading by 10 points to 3. A try from Mark Roskell and 3 goals from Paul Bishop to a goal from Martin Potts and a drop goal from Paul Harkin. Holden puts the ball in, dives on it. Scrum collapses, but Warrington in possession. The steam comes up as Des Drummond takes it now. Warrington crowd who have made the trip, short trip now really, just takes less than an hour to Bradford. Here's Rapati. Nice ball on to Bishop. Bishop has it onto Sanderson. He took it well. Sanderson now moving forward. Did well there to get it back to the halfway line. Roskell. Alan Rathbone, he's driving forward once more. Gets out of one tackle. Keith Holden then swings it on this near side to Bishop. Bishop switches it back, well taken by Boyd, and Boyd's driving forward. Good run from Boyd, gets the ball away to Holden. Holden now looking for a gap himself and finds it. Good ball. Ball though just charged down. Surely it was a knock on, but referee lets it go. Noble on this near side to Harkin. Harkin, Fairbank. Good tackle from Mike Gregory. Bradford have their second substitute warming up on that far side, Brendan White. At the moment, Bradford's just playing it through the forwards, and it's not working at the moment. Harkin is trying to get things going, and another good kick from Paul Harkin. He's the kingpin in this Bradford team at the moment.
The substitute for number 15, Brendan White, replaces number 8, Jeff. Number 10, Brendan Hill.
And you know, there's some trouble with the names earlier on. Now having some trouble with the substitutions. Brendan Hill goes off and Brendan White comes on. Bradford in possession, Phil Ford. Nice ball to Helliwell. Long one to Potts, gives the dummy. Good tackle from the two centres, Rapati and Dwayne. First touch of the afternoon, Brendan White turns, decides to keep hold, and they had time to unshift the ball. Short one, but Gratian being pushed back. Yes. Surprised he's not coming on with his walking stick, must be getting on now, really. 38, 39 surely. Harkin though, he's still getting things going for Bradford. Players run into each other, sure it was obstruction. Helliwell. And Bradford fans not happy with him at the moment. Goes right with Harkin. Long pass onto Brendan White. That's a good ball. Good tackle though. Sixth tackle then for Bradford. Paul Bishop's injured. Harkin once again chipping it through. Once again he's successful. Good kicking from Paul Harkin this afternoon. Paul Bishop back to his feet. So halfway through this second half. 20 minutes remain. Warrington with that 7-point lead. 10-3. And we have a scrum down midway inside the Warrington 25. Holden puts the ball in. Mike Gregory picks it up and Mike Gregory moves forward. Kevin Tamati stripping up on the bench, which should see him coming into the game. That's a good ball. That's a good ball now. Foster, has he got the space? Lovely side step. He's still going. Just runs into side bottom. Ronnie Dwayne, short one onto Holden. Holden now moving forward. Lovely break there. Oh! Rapati just couldn't take it. After a lovely break there from Holden, spotted the gap and found it brilliantly. Kevin Tamworth about to come on over on that far side as Brendan White. Good tackle from Mark Roskell, right round the legs, give him no chance. Noble this time, Gratian run around with Noble looking to go himself. Good tackle comes in from Sanderson. Noble plays for the free kick, plays it quickly. Harkin swings it out to Hobbs. We've not seen much of him in this second half, and he drops it straight in the hands of Bishop. Switches it back to Boyd. And Warrington back in possession, midway inside the Bradford half. Bob Jackson brings in Rathbone. Rathbone driving in. The ball's loose. Jackson dives on it. Comes on this near side. Gary Sanderson to Mike Gregory. Gregory just couldn't get away from the tackle. Gets back up. Finally, it's Fairbank who comes in to finish the tackle with Mal Graham. Keith Holden. Reparty gets away from one tackle. He's charging for. Cuts inside again. He cuts inside. He must score. Reparty's charging for. Gets away from another. What a break! What a pass! Holden just held above the line. He's still going. And he's on his back. What a run there from Joe Reparty. Just brushed four Bradford players aside as if he wasn't there. A brilliant one-handed pass to Holden. But Holden just couldn't put the ball down. It was held up over the Bradford line for a scrum down. And Kevin Tamworth about to come on now. Paul Bishop will go off injured. So Mike Gregory will move away from the scrum and go to standoff. I'm sure first time in his career he's played at standoff. He played at centre earlier on the season when Warrington were decimated with injuries. But a lovely break there from Joe Reparty. And the scrum collapses. With 18 minutes of the game to go. Why don't the referee penalise either one of the two teams? He finally does, and as predicted, he penalises Warrington. And good kick from Keith Mumby. So Noble takes the second bat of the penalty. Tamworth is charging in. And he tackles, gets away to Harkin, though there's space now for Bradford. White, Graham, nice ball now onto Helliwell. Helliwell's driving forward, but he can't get the ball away when he really should have passed. Short one up from Potts, but Warrington quickly up. Brendan White still trying to go. Harkin switches it back, nice ball to Noble. Good tackle from Kevin Tamworth and Keith Holden. Bradford now swinging it out with Harkin. Hobbs, but Hobbs hanging out wide now. Not doing those charging runs as he did in the first half. Harkin once again the kick, once again it's successful. But it's a good job Bradford got Paul Harkin on the field this afternoon. They've been in everything that Bradford have done. Ball goes in, Harkin dives on it. Chance here then for Bradford, 5 tackles inside the 25. Helliwell, dummies, cuts inside, good tackle Gary Sanderson. Goes right this time, Gratian unloads it, Graham will, oh, is it? Yes, good try. Mal Graham there scores in the corner. 10-7. Good ball there from Jeff Gratian. Mal Graham motored to the corner. So Bradford come back with exactly 15 minutes to go. Bradford Northern 7, Warrington 10 with a conversion attempt to come over on that far side. So this could be a very important conversion attempt indeed, could reduce the deficit to just 1 point. Martin Potts comes up, slanted ball, good goal. It's 10-9 and the game is wide open. Bradford Northern 9, Warrington 10. 14 minutes to go and the game now is wide open. Dwayne restarts. Picked up by Philip Ford. Ford going across field. Still going across field, finally straightens up and is caught by Bob Jackson. And Mike Gregory, in fact it was Brendan White. White those caught and dumped to the floor. Noble, short one, Gratian. Tempting Tamerton. Tamerton brings him down with the assistance of Dwayne. Once again, Brendan White taking a lot of the ball since he's come on. And he managed to clear his own 25-yard line before he's finally stopped. Harkin once again looking for the kick but throws a good ball out. Quick ball to Ford. Ford's in touch. Good tackle from Ronnie Dwayne. As Phil Ford tries to go around Dwayne. Dwayne there just manages to push him in touch for a scrum down. With 13 minutes left. It's Bradford Northern 9 points, Warrington 10. We have a scrum down which Keith Holden will put the ball in for Warrington and it goes. Bradford win it. Harkin gives a dummy. He finds a gap. Harkin now gets the ball away. A chance there now for Phil Ford. Still Ford. Good tackle from Johnson. But Phil Ford had a chance there and Bradford now have a penalty. And a penalty for Bradford in the kickable position. A lovely break. It started from Paul Harkin. He handed it on to Ford. It looks as if Ford would score. Johnson came back. And then was penalised for not allowing Ford to play the ball quickly, which gives Martin Potts a chance to put Bradford in the lead. So, Potts, comparatively easy kick, 25 yards out over on that right side, the Bradford right. Potts then steadies himself, he comes up, and it's through from Martin Potts. Bradford back in the lead at 11-10 with 11 minutes to go. Dwayne restarts, high lofted kick taken by Philip Ford. Ford now. He's well tackled. But the game tight as ever. Swinging this time in favour of Bradford. They lead by a point, 11-10. Brian Noble moves out of his own 25, goes himself. Goes right to David Hobbs. Hobbs kicks downfield. Pressure on Foster. And Matt Foster knocks on. So scrum down just outside the 25. Punt scrum to win. That drop goal from Paul Harkin now. Looking very important indeed. And Paul Harkin penalised for feeding. So Bob Jackson with Paul Bishop off the field, puts the ball into touch. Bradford a mile offside. Kevin Tamerton driving forward. Real ding-dong game now, could go either way, 11-10. It's on to Rathbone. Rathbone moves forward. Good driving run from Alan Rathbone. Roskell, Holden, Bob Jackson. Mark Roskell once more. Holden looking for it go himself. He was quickly caught by Carl Fairbank. Roskell, Samity, out to Sanderson. Sanderson, he's caught by Helliwell. 6 tackle, no prohibition upon for a drop goal attempt. We've got Keith Holden though, and he moves forward and he kicks it to the corner. He's after it himself. Brian Johnson's challenging for it. It's dropped. Johnson, oh, unlucky. Phil Ford drops it under no pressure. And Brian Johnson followed it, but just caught him on the knee and went dead. That could be a turning point in the game as Bradford throws the ball back. Luckily goes into the hands of Harkin. He's quickly pounced upon. 8 minutes to go. Gratian. Gratian playing for time. All dead. He's got an old brain as well now. Oh, what a joker. So Potts makes no mistake, puts the ball into touch with 7 minutes left on the clock. Noble takes it. Carl Fairbank tried challenge forward. Another score from Bradford could seal it. Harkin. Brendan White, he finds the gap. Gets it away to Noble. Noble now moving forward. Good tackle comes in from Brian Johnston. But Bradford now with their tails up and pressing. Harkin throws one out. David Hobsto's caught in possession. Harkin. Carl Fairbank still going here. 6 tackle for Bradford. No doubt we'll see Harkin here. No, it goes to Hobbs. Here's Harkin. Once again, another good kick from Harkin with 6.5 minutes left. And Bradford leading 11-10. Important scrum now. Holden puts the ball in. Warrington in possession. Harkin mile offside. Gary Sanderson out to Joe Reparty, to Mike Gregory. Gregory looking to get the ball away but can't. Reparty. Rathbone, good ball. Tamati. Dwayne. He's been pushed and touched but he manages to stay in just. Holden, long pass to Roskell, quick pass to Sanderson, high tackle. Referee lets it go. Roskell to Holden, Boyd gives a lovely dummy. 6 tackle for Warrington. They need it deep. Bob Jackson kicks downfield. Ford drops it again but goes backwards. Referee lets play go on. Phil Ford then. One-handed pass to Wayne Race. Race driving forward. Good tackle from Mark Roskell. Bradford then with 4.5 minutes to go. And leading 11-10 in possession and moving forward with Gratian. Gratian's well tackled. Noble's acting half-back this time. He sends it right with Harkin. Harkin brings in Fairbank. The ball goes loose, it's intercepted and Warrington back in possession. Warrington now with 5 tackles, with 4 minutes to go. Rathbone, Tamati, it's out to Roskell. Roskell long pass, Mike Gregory cuts inside. Just caught low. Wrist there as Mal Graham charged up with an interception, but he didn't. Roskell in to Keith Holden. Holden now moving forward, looks for a gap himself. He's caught, throws it back to Brian Johnson. Johnson now, it's out to Tamati. Tamati drives in. There's 4 minutes to go. Bradford lead 11-10. Warrington on the attack. It's left with Boyd. Boyd now along the gap. Boyd's away, cuts it back inside to Holden. Holden throws the ball out and it's intercepted by Bradford. Three and a half minutes and Bradford now will play out these 6 tackles and no doubt kick deep. They have that point advantage. Brendan White. And time now on Bradford's side. There'll be no rush. David Hobbs. Good tackle from Roskell. So 6 tackle then for Bradford. No doubt we'll see the deep kick coming here. And a penalty given to Bradford. And Carl Fairbanks given today's man of the match here, the Bradford man of the match. So 2.5 minutes to go, and Bradford now have 6 tackles to play with. Warrington quickly need possession if they want to get anything from the game. And Bradford coming forward with Hobbs. And Bradford will have another 6 tackles because that's a high tackle on Hobbs. Martin Potts then, chance to get more ground for Bradford. 2 minutes now left. And Bradford here look like collecting 2 points which will help their cause for a top 8 place. Harkin and Brendan White storming through the Warrington defence. It took a good tackle from Mark Roskell to stop him. Bradford though pressing now. Brian Noble. Warrington need possession with 1.5 minutes left. David Hobbs held up in the tackle. 90 seconds are left. And Bradford here just play it through the forwards. 2 tackles left. Warrington need possession. Bradford no doubt may go for the drop goal. Mumby. 6th tackle then for Bradford. No doubt makes it a drop goal. Goes to Harkin. Roskell, but there's a chance here for Harkin. He chips it over himself. Brian Johnson lets it go, so there's 1 minute to go. 60 seconds. Can Warrington go the length of the field virtually and snatch victory? Kevin Tamati, he's moving forward, hands off one man. 40 seconds left. Roskell onto Sanderson. Sanderson moving forward. Here's the time. Roskell to Holden on this Mike Gregory. Can't get away from the tackle of Helliwell. Get nice dummy from Holden, but he's finally caught. 30 seconds to go. Boyd switches it back to Holden. Holden, space for Drummond. Can he produce anything? Turns it back to Gregory. Gregory now moving into space. Still Mike Gregory. And the ball's loose. Should be 6 tackles. It came off the Bradford player, but it's not. And that surely is it now. 5 seconds plus injury time. So we move now into injury time, and Bradford lead 11-10. And look like now collecting the 2 points from the Stonesbridge Championship here at Odsall. The scrum collapses, Warrington have a penalty. It's the time, we're in injury time, it's taken quickly. They need a score. Gary Sanderson is the time, the hooter will go any second now. And as I say it, the hooter goes. Bradford win 11-10. Just run through the scorers for you. Bradford, 1 try from Mal Graham, 3 goals from Martin Potts, an all-important drop goal from Paul Harkin. Warrington, their try from Mark Roskell, 3 goals from Paul Bishop. So Warrington lose here at Odsall, not won here now for about 4 seasons. So from